Yes, sir. What is up, guys? This is Tristan, and today we have a exterior house wash, concrete clean, window clean. Should be fun, should be exciting. You guys are gonna learn a lot, and let's go. And let's get this party started. You're gonna be seeing 4 jobs, how I acquired them, how to do them, the price point towards these things, and then a big sub point is how to deal with haters, because if you aspire to do something extraordinary in this life, you're gonna be dealing with haters. It's just inevitable. So I do give my thoughts on how to deal with those, but let's go over what this job entailed. So basically what we are doing is we are neutralizing all of the plants, all of the bushes with just water, because you do not want those bushes getting killed with sodium hypochlorite, aka bleach. Now, after we do that, guys, and I'll go over the ticket price point later, but after you do that, we are washing the house. And so we're basically using a downstream mix, meaning that it's just a slight percentage of sodium hypochlorite onto the property. It's not a full mixture, but it makes it look so freaking good. You know what I'm talking about, baby? And it's a soft wash, so we're not applying too much pressure, because if you put too much pressure on a vinyl fascia, it's going to oxidize it, it's going to damage it, and the customer is going to be like, what the hell, Tristan? What did you do to my property? So we don't want that by any means. And we do live in a customer relationship building process, so I did kind of just wash off the roof with it, just a little bit of an extra thing, because I want them to be happy. When you have a happy customer, you have a happy life. That's a big trust. It's a big promise. But let's see what Tristan has to say thus far. All right. Got done with the house wash. Came out great. Now we just got the windows and we just got the windows and we're gonna rock and roll, baby. Came out. I'm just pumped up. You can see the DI system behind me. We're gonna link up our zero hose. Let's go. So we use the water fed system to reach all the windows. Had to take off the screens, and then we also cleaned all of the concrete. You can see the contrast between dirty and clean, but for a house wash, all the concrete, exterior window clean, this was $1,700. Not a bad ticket, not a bad price point. It did take a little bit longer, but not too shabby. The guy actually, look, he retired at the age of 34, and he absolutely loved what I was doing. He said, this is possible. You can do this. Absolutely can. And he meant it. So for anyone listening right now, you can absolutely do that. All right, just got back to the shop. You know the deal. Trailers parked out in the back. And we're getting locked and loaded for tomorrow. So we're going to have a good day. Let's get to it. Back to it today. Paint removal job. We're gonna sandblast this thing. I don't know how fun this is gonna be particularly, but it shouldn't take too long. We're about 110 gallons right now. We're gonna get to 140, climb up to the 5th story of the parking garage, and lock and load, baby. Dice roll it. Let's go. Dice roll it. Your boy was wrong. You did not need to sandblast this shit. Absolutely not. You needed to apply a chemical called Taganator. And essentially this is a paint stripper. Then you allow that to dwell for 30 minutes onto the selected surface. Come back with hot water. Then that thing strips right off. You can see this right now. It's cleaning off extremely well. Both of these jobs that we acquired were through contractors. I can't emphasize this much more, but you have to network. It is extremely critical into especially growing a business like this. The price tag of this was $1,200. I know it looks like a smaller type job, but when you bring out hot water and you have these types of chemical costs, you got to make sure that you're charging accordingly. But I did want to talk about this. I truly wanted to talk about haters, because you are going to have haters if you aspire to do something extraordinary with this life. So let's get into this little spiel. sorry to interrupt you within the wash, but I did want to notify you of this, is that we're going to be talking about haterade. What to do when you have haters. Let's go. I got this question asked. How do you deal with the haters? How do you deal with the doubters that are doubting your vision, that are constantly skeptical over what you decide to do, what actions you take, etc.? Because I see a lot of people, they start this idea, they start this foundation, and they allow the external opinion of other people, their doubters, their haters, to keep them from doing something extraordinary. And that is a fucking issue. So I'm just going to go over some subsetted points that at least I have done personally to basically contradict the haters and the doubters saying. Okay? Okay, guys, today we are cleaning a school. Let's go. Should be fun, should be exciting. You guys are going to learn a lot, and we're going to roll and rock and roll, baby. Got all the concrete surrounding. Let's get it. So first subsetted point is that you have to become so good with yourself, and you can't give a fuck about what they are thinking or what they are saying. You have to care more about the opinion of yourself rather than the external opinion of someone else. You have to become so fucking good with what you do that it just shrinks what they think and what their opinion are into irrelevancy. Flip your thinking to you, not them. Like a metaphor that I always use is because I'm so excited to see who that 35-year-old self is, who that next 10 years looks like. What is his behavioral instincts? What does he say? How does he talk? What is the intonation? How many properties does this guy, what has he done? And I'm so excited to see that guy. And that excites me way more than trying to find some fucking validation from someone else. So become validated within yourself, and that only comes and derives down to the receipts and the proof of concept that you have done, that you have constituted, that you've conformed within yourself, that you have done X. That means you can do Y. That means you can do Z. You start to build this momentum with yourself by consistently putting out great days. You don't have to make $1 million in one day to have that defined as a good day. If you went to the gym, if you woke up on time, you did good, you worked as hard as fucking possible, actually tried, and you keep compounding these days, you start to build momentum within yourself, that you start to not care about what other people think of you. It's idiocy to think about what other people are trying to say or degrade you to influence your actions. It's pure idiocy. 2, subsetted point. And so the first subsetted point was you have to be so good with yourself. You have to become that motherfucker that it shrinks into irrelevancy, that the external opinions of other people, it doesn't matter. 2 is that you can't care, and you have to become emotionally intelligent. Because quite frankly, if people aren't talking shit, then you're doing something extremely wrong. Because there's no light without dark. There's no black without white. Meaning, if you're just a people pleaser, if you're just trying to get liked by everyone, you're not liked within yourself. And that goes down to the very serious point of number 1 is becoming so good with yourself. Stop trying to be a people pleaser. Stop. I don't know who needs to hear that. But you have to become so fucking emotional intelligent that you do not care about the reciprocations or the opinion or the converse between you and someone else that may be perceived as derogatory. Stupid. 3 is, my last subsetted point is that you have to specify who is saying the shit, and then you have to ask yourself, do you want them to control how you react? Or how you emotionally feel, or how whatever it is. And the answer of that is probably not.
real. Like, it's probably not. Like, you want him to be able to control your life? I saw so many motherfuckers like, oh, I can't wait to prove him wrong. I can't wait for this girl to like me that now that I've got this Lambo, or now that I've got this house, or now I've got etc. Who gives a fuck? You did all of that for her? You did all of that for him? It's like comical to think about. Like, you're trying to prove someone wrong that doesn't even think about you. That doesn't care about you. You're just trying to put these fucking opinions on a pedestal. So, like, you really, really need to shrink it down and ask yourself, do you want him to control your life? Do you want him to control your actions? It's idiocy. You want to be able to do that. Not some other random motherfucker that talks shit about you in 10th or 11th grade. Who cares? Like, who cares? I don't know who needs to hear this, but the real of it is, man, like, the haters are always going to be there. And you have to enjoy that. Like, genuinely enjoy, because it's going to happen if you aspire to do something big with this life, that there's going to be someone that hates on that and someone that disagrees, that's okay. Like, they're taking the time out of their day to leave a comment on your post, or a comment on whatever it is, to say, oh, I don't like this, or oh, you look like this, or oh, you talk like this. Who cares? Shut the fuck up. Like, as long as you are right with yourself, the haters, it just shrinks into irrelevancy. So I love the phrase where it's like, you become so fucking good, and like, success is the only revenge. And so you become so good with yourself, and you become an expert and a master within your mind and with your craft, that it doesn't even matter, because they shrink into fucking irrelevancy. So I don't know who needs to hear that today. It's just been at the top of my brain a little bit. And I hope you enjoyed that.
Good day. They want more of their schools done. Let's go. And why not? They not like us. Super cringy. But either way, guys, if you want to join the fam, we don't bite over here. We win, baby. So definitely subscribe, and we're going to keep on getting after it. Let's go. Okay, so look, I had to get very hyperbolic in that sense. I had to get that point across y'all's head, because if you aspire to do something big and you aspire to do something extraordinary with this life that you have right now, you will have haters, you will have people that disagree. So definitely maximize on the strategies that I just showed you. But guys, look, an overview of those two jobs that I broadcasted with: the school was $1,200. They found us through Google. And then 2, the driveway was $550. She found us through a yard sign. So we're going to be getting more of those schools. Keep on compounding it. Keep on rocking and rolling. You have to keep doing the little things over and over and over and over, guys. But look, this is the end of the video. Winners win, losers lose. And if you want to win, you know the deal. Definitely subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. More than free to message me. I will answer your messages. I am very proactive on that app, absolutely. And guys, you go kill it, get after it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.